Time to talk figures, yeah, let's begin with Berserk and Jesse, so let the fun spin. Archive figures and those recent pickups, chatting pre-orders, making Mondays way better for us all. The Collection Nexus, yeah! The Collection Nexus, woo! The Collection Nexus, it's here! The Collection Nexus!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Collection Nexus. It is episode 124. We have a little typo in the title there, but it is 124. 124 episodes deep. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with some really cool guests, talking toys, doing all the stuff that we love to do. We're here this Monday to make your Monday that much better. My Monday was okay. It was just another day at work, you know, all that stuff. I'm curious how your guys' Mondays went. Hopefully we can make it just that much better. But first, I want to bring in my co-host, the one, the only, always punctual. Berserk69 is in the house.
Oh, and you're not lying this time. Hello, everyone. How are
Hey.
you doing? I actually was earlier than you.
I know. It was awesome. I loved it. Whoa. Dude, we got some people joining the chat right now. This is awesome. Ronald, how's your Monday? How's your week been? How's it going?
Haven't got fired, so it's great.
That's a bonus.
It was a great weekend. I'm running on 1 day off a week, so
Ooh.
you know,
Ooh.
being able to start my 6-day work week with Toy Talk is always a plus.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Always a plus.
Yeah. Are you excited? Talk some toys?
Oh yeah,
Get this thing
always
going?
the highlight of my week.
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah. So let's talk some toys with our awesome guest tonight. You guys know him as Recon Rage. He is Blake is in the house. Blake, Recon Rage.
Hey,
How you
what's up, guys?
doing, man?
I'm good. This is a good way to cap off a Monday. Had a good day at work, and I was busy
Good.
getting a little warm out here on the West Coast. But you know what?
Yeah, man.
It's nice to hang out and talk toys.
Yeah, that's what we do around here is talk toys, hang out. The two things that we love, right, Ronald?
Oh yeah.
All right. We recently set up a outdoor above ground pool for the kids, you know, and we've been playing in that thing. It's been getting hot, you know, so it's been nice to have that. But yeah, normally Mondays suck. So we wanted to start Mondays with a bang. Try to make your Monday that much better. Did you had a good Monday today, Blake?
Oh yeah, it's a work day, but I mean, hey, for work and making the money, that's how we buy these toys,
Yeah,
right? You got to make the
That's how we
money.
do it. Yep. That's why we do it. Real quick, I want to say what up to the chat real quick. Say hi to everybody joining us tonight. We got art by Acreman. Hello. What's
Curtis.
going on? Welcome to the show. Yes, Curtis. It's always awesome to see you at Legions Con. Hope you're doing well, my man. We got Rick Jones in the house. What's up, Rick Jones? He says, "Sup, peeps?"
What's up, Rick?
And the one and only 1-6 shooter is in the house. Hey, Trevor. How you doing? Happy
Trevor.
Monday. And we also have James Studio Semudio is in the house. Hello, friends.
There's a proper way to say his name. You want me to say it for you?
Yes, please.
It's James Studio Mudio. Oh, just like the song.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
it. We got John L in the house. Yo, what's up? How
So
you doing? Curtis, what's up? Jukebox Hero is in the house. How you doing, Jukebox? Good to see you. Rick's saying, "What up, Blake?"
what up, Rick?
Stormfire's in the house with a greetings and
Salutations.
there you go, Ronald. That's my man. And of course, we'll say what up to everybody that jumps in. Wanting to say hi this Monday. We got Blake, Recon Rage in the house. So Blake, tell us all about you. Give us the elevator pitch. What are you all about?
Jeez.
What's going on?
Oh,
in your
wow.
world?
Well, I've been collecting quite a long time. been on the earth for about, almost 59 years here. So yeah, I started back, and I think the kickoff line of toys that really got me going, besides my Matchbox and Hot Wheels, I'm that die-cast guy too. I love some die-cast.
Nice.
But one of the things that kicked it off was definitely Star Wars. Obviously, the Kenner Star Wars figures, the Black Hole, the Buck Rogers, the Star Trek figures back in the day, late 70s, early 80s. Did that for quite a long time. Then when I graduated high school, kind of took a break. It was one of those breaks, I think I've talked about it on a few shows. It's one of those breaks where it wasn't that I lost interest in toys, but I felt like I was worried about what more people would think about a grown man going in the Marine Corps and stuff, collecting action figures. You know what I mean? And if I know now, back then, I would have never changed anything. I would have kept collecting. But unfortunately, that's part of learning, right, and growing up. And 2007, I came full circle back to collecting. At that time, I was living in Denver, and one of my buddies asked me to go to the Denver Comic-Con. So I went to the Comic-Con, and it all reignited. The ignited figure that brought me back into it was Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Big Spawn
baby. Fan. Let's go.
Yeah. So, Spawn, I mean, Spawn hits home with me because I'm a Marine of 8 years, right? So Al Williams, Spawn himself, was a Marine and lost his wife and did a deal with the Malvosia, the devil, and to get his wife back. And yeah, I mean, I kind of align with that. Not that I did the deal with the devil, but it's a Marine. It's that good versus bad, but he's also that character that you root for, but even though he's kind of an anti-hero, right? And so, yeah, I love Spawn. I think McFarlane has nailed that IP out of the park 1,000-fold, and been a fan ever since. And then back collecting all kinds of things, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man. I noticed throughout the year, like throughout all the guests that we talked to and stuff, it seems like high school, like is kind of where the drop off is. I know that happened with me. Girls, life, being broke, all those type of factors, kind of stopped the collecting and stuff. I sold a lot of my stuff off a long time ago after high school and stuff. Wish I kept some of it, but it is what it is. But now we're back now as adult collectors collecting. And honestly, like toys these days have just gotten so much better.
Absolutely.
Articulation, sculpt, paint, aesthetics, just everything is just looking awesome. So it's a good time to be collecting right now. But yeah, dude, you mentioned Al Simmons, Spawn. I love it. Todd McFarlane, he's the one that kind of got me going. Just like you said, I collected a ton of Spawn stuff. He's the originator, the pioneer of a lot of things. I don't really know where he's going these days, but I mean, he's still kicking it, like still doing good. I mean, you walk in and half the stuff has gone off the shelf, like his stuff's hot, I've kind of taken a step back because of like the big chonky pegs, some of the looks, the articulation of his figures, and price points are kind of, but every now and again he gets me. There's a figure he puts out. I just picked up that Hellboy. I had to get that Hellboy, man. That thing, it's a good figure. There's a couple of things that I'm kind of like, there's choices that were made, but he for the price point, a Hellboy on your shelf looking like that, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Did you pick up that Hellboy?
No, I didn't get the Hellboy, but I've got a couple other elite figures like the Doom figure, the Doomslayer. That Doomslayer was fire. One of my biggest crutches with McFarlane, I love what he does, and I know why he does it. He likes less articulation because it breaks up the sculpt more. And if you remember back in the day when he brought all his figures, they were more like miniature sculptures with a little articulation. And so, I know that's his mentality. That's where he likes to be. He's definitely come around to making more articulated figures. But one of my frustrations with it is I'd probably have bought a few more figures because there's been some amazing sculpts that he's done, but with no thigh rotation, especially if you're doing toy photography or anything like that. I mean, it just stands there, and and the only way you can rotate anything is with the ankles, and that's just kind of odd.
Yeah, I know customizers that's what they did was chop McFarlane's and give them thigh swivels, aka Bill Maru was one of them. But yeah, I mean, Toddy gets some hate. Let's not beat around the bush. He does, but he makes choices in certain figures, his team, all that stuff. But when you break it all down, he is a pioneer. Like he
Absolutely, yeah.
got a lot of us going. Like he does things that other companies are scared to do, and like horror stuff. Like I'm in on all that stuff. So I got to give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and to your point, you're right. He does things. So, he got the DC license for the last, what, three plus years, almost 4.
Oh,
I think it was
man.
like 3+ years. But he did figures and characters, obscure characters that no one else would have made.
Nobody else. Yeah.
And some of those were absolutely knocked out of the park. I know that Curtis Ackerman, who's in the chat, he brings up a good point too. I bought the Lich King also. That's another good one. Little touch up here and there if you're a customizer, but I mean, out of the box, another good one. But I think he did DC a justice. I think he did a great job with the DC line and the license. Obviously, he's going to be losing that here at the end of this year. We've got a few more months of his stuff, and then who knows what's going to happen there. And we already know that DC Collectibles has taken some of their stuff back, but yeah, you can't sit there and you can't when you think about action figure and the progression of sculpting and design and just the amount of outreach that he's touched with IPs, he is definitely a pioneer. He is definitely somebody you go back and look at. If there was a Hall of Fame for artists, I think Todd McFarlane and his team would definitely be on there.
Yeah, just like Curtis pointed out, we wouldn't have 4 Horsemen without McFarlane. He's so true about that.
100%.
So yeah, man. Other than McFarlane, you said you dabble in a little of everything. What are the main lines that you are gravitating to these days?
Well, you can see behind me, we got a whole room.
Nice shelf.
Of Warhammer. So Joy Toy Warhammer and 4 Horsemen are my number 1 and 2, and my number 1 is 4 Horsemen. I have a lot of Joy Toy, and I love the Warhammer Joy Toy figures. But when it comes to the complete package, the 4 Horsemen, how could you not put them up on a iconic pedestal when it comes to the quality, the history behind the 4 Horsemen, and how many different IPs that they've helped progress along the way as sculptors and designers and you name it. So I would say those are my top 2. And then I dabble a little bit here and there, some, Medi Memory Mithril stuff, Monster Force, little cherry picks, some G.I. Joe, got a couple Valaverse figures that are still sitting around that I like. What else? I got into the Jada Street Fighter. So I love those figures. I have that whole line in my collection room. And then, there's just some miscellaneous. Of course, the McFarlane stuff, the newer McFarlane stuff. Whatever. Yeah. I just kind of go after whatever I like, I think that's what it should be about, is you collect what you like,
Yeah, man. Exactly. He's got me with I picked up the Curse of the Spawn and Wings of Redemption Spawn. I showed him off a couple episodes ago, and there were some choices made in those, but overall, they look great on your shelf. I can't say that. And Terrence says, I just want to bring up his comment real quick. Terrence says, to be fair, I don't think the original McFarlane would be what he became without having the Horsemen in the beginning. They both created each other's success. Totally agree, man. Well said. The yin and yang. But just like us here in the YouTube world, we're a small community of YouTubers and toy collectors. They have their community of toy designers, toy makers, toy painters, and all that stuff that, they all kind of go to this company, that company, and, the more the merrier. Like, just keep doing that, because we keep getting awesome figures and more things to spend our money on. You know what I'm saying, Ronald?
Yeah.
But yeah, so cool. It sounds like you dabble in a little of everything. I'm like you, I see something cool, I like to buy it. I try to stay in a lane. Like you said, you have the 3, I have 3 as well. NECA Horror, 4 Horsemen, and Hammond Collection are like my main 3 that I'm like, I gotta get those 3. What about you, Ronald? What's your main 3? And you guys in the chat as well, if you want to chime in, what is your main 3 lines that you stick to?
Oh, it changes constantly, you know. After doing it so many years, like I remember there's a point where I had my 3 M's, you know, Mesco, Mayfex, and Medicos, which is, you know,
Mm,
the one with left field. That's my JoJo stuff. Right now,
yeah, yeah.
ah, it's hard to tell. Like, you know, I'm just constantly refreshing 5K. So,
No,
you
I
know,
know. Yeah,
yeah,
third party stuff. They
third
got me
party
too,
stuff.
man. Yeah.
But other than that, you know, SH Figure Arts has me. So right now, actually, I have one line that it's sorry about that. Um, I have one line that it seems I'm going to be getting a lot of figures this year,
Oh,
which is who's making
SHF
those
Berserk or JoJo.
Haya toys,
Oh,
Haya toys,
yeah. Mm,
Haya toys is I looked at my BBTS pre-orders and they're going to be hitting hard.
mm.
So
That's a good
hopefully
call, man.
I
Haya.
should be receiving my first Haya, well, my first of this line next or tomorrow. So next week you guys will see a Haya figure.
Right
And
on.
other than that, you know, the
Yeah, man.
WWE stuff, I'm still, you know, every
Are you,
time there's a new Ultimate coming out, you know, I'm like, do I have
Mm,
it? Do I have it? And of course, I'm just concentrating on Seth Rollins for my elites because that's a
there you
dangerous
go.
line. They have too many coming out for me to be completionist on it. SHF, Haya, and then you know the Mattel wrestling stuff. That's it.
have you done any of
Oh
the
yeah.
high GI Joe? Have you gotten the 3 3/4 high GI Joes yet?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I was not too much of a 3 3/4, but once they started doing some of the bigger stuff or their what is it called, the exquisite line with the soft goods and all that stuff, those were good. I did get the uh the Walking Dead. Ooh, I'm having trouble with names right now.
I think you got the Daryl or the Governor.
The Daryl,
The
I got the Daryl one, and as soon as
or
I opened it,
Negan.
I was like,
I
oh
meant.
no, no, I went with Daryl. Daryl,
Yeah, Daryl.
he's our guy. We have a fan base here, and my daughter, I opened it up with my daughter, and she's like, "Wow, this is good." I'm like, "Yeah, you're not wrong. This is." I'm gonna have to keep my eye on Haya.
Wow.
So
Blake, have you picked up any of those new Haya stuff like he's talking
No,
about?
no, I mean, with me being into the Joy Toy Warhammer and Horsemen and stuff like that, that takes quite a bit of the financial
Yep.
pocketbook. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
in fact,
Yeah.
I'd say over the last at least 3 years, I have been purging on a mass level. I used to be big into 1/6 scale, and I love all the hot toys and the 1/6 scale stuff. But I literally sold all that off over the last 3 years. I sold off other miscellaneous like collections and stuff. A lot of McFarlane. I had a lot of McFarlane. I just sold them off in different lots,
Mm,
really downsized it. Pretty much just kept my McFarlane, a couple of elite figures, and then the spawns that I liked.
yeah.
So yeah, it's more about refining the collection. I think we all do that. I think everyone in the chat, I know a lot of people in the chat, we've had this conversation about, if your collection isn't in, isn't in like a constant state of change, then you probably got to look at it, right? You probably got to take a look at yourself and go, like I can't keep everything. And, some of this stuff is definitely, I use it to refund the other things I want, instead of trying to keep dipping into the paycheck or putting it on the credit card, is to just kind of, recirculate the stuff that you're like, yeah, God, it's been in a box for 2 years. I haven't looked at it. Maybe I should just sell it. Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
so
man. Use the collection to fund the collection. That way your wife gets off your back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the
yeah.
way I see
Just
it,
to. Oh, go ahead, Ronald.
yeah, no, the way I see it, like I'm not doing it anything with it. Like hopefully it goes to a better home where that figure will get the love that I'm not giving
yep.
it.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick, Rick Jones was saying that Haya Godzilla 2001 is excellent, dude. Haya's getting me with these Godzilla stuff. I got the Shimu, I got a Godzilla. I'm looking at this King Kong now and the bat creature. Like, yeah, dude, Haya's kicking out some stuff. We also had a couple of comments about the top 3. Stormfire says the TMNT cartoon and cartoon adjacent, Marvel Spider-Man animated, and Batman animated. G.I. Joe is 4th.
Nice.
That's cool. You can have 4. I mean, you can have more, but yeah, those are the tops. Curtis says he'd be okay if you'd stay away from diecast. So I love it when they add a little diecast to a figure or something. Like, bring it. Let's go. Yeah, so cool stuff. I was curious, Blake, do you collect wrestling figures?
I don't, believe it or not, especially with my background.
Really? I kind of
Nope,
want.
I've never collected wrestling figures. I don't know why. I can't. I've had a couple here and there over the years, and then I just end up selling them because it's like, oh, I got this random one here, and yeah, I'm just gonna sell it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's interesting for me, obviously with my background in moving towards professional wrestling and the stuff that I've done in the past. I think probably what it boils down to is because I actually did it. I feel like there's a correlation of like I don't really need the figures. I've met the people, and you know, and that's not a flex or a brag. That's just like, yeah, James. I know that. That's definitely James's. He loves wrestling, Mythic, and Joy Toy. And there's a lot of people who love wrestling. And don't get me wrong, I pause in the toy aisle, looking at all the different wrestling figures, going, "Oh, that one's cool. Oh, that one definitely looks like Stone Cold. Yeah. Oh, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Okay, I like like these kind of figures. I have 100% appreciation for them, but I also know, nope, can't do it. I cannot do another line. It's not going to do it. But yeah,
yeah, no. Now that you mention it, like if you know the people, it might kind of, you know, be a little weird. Like if there was a Jesse figure on the shelf, like I'd have to think twice about it. I'm like,
Oh no. The things you would do with a figure of me, I don't want to know.
Attach fireworks to it, or yeah, no, especially with all the waifu figures that I have lying around. I'm sure
it's too early for this. Time out. Now there has been a couple of figures that have been released from the G.I. Joe Classified. There's like a red bearded dude, and then Balber's put out a soldier that's got the red beard, and everybody says looks like me when I got my glasses on. Yeah, but the same body type and everything, just yoked, you know.
Yeah, no, the Eric Rowan figure, just put a little hat on it. It's like a 1-on-1 match. Yeah,
that's the one that Hound said looked like.
Yeah, the hat. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I go around like places and people like say, "Hey, man, what's going on?" And like we're old friends, and I'm like, "Who are you?" Like, what? And I just have a recognizable, like, I don't know, face that people are like, I know you, and I'm like, no, I don't know you, man. I don't know. But anyways, enough of me, guys. Let's talk about Blake. Let's pull up Blake's Instagram profile, Ronald, and just give it a little quick peruse through, show the people what he's all about, his handle, all the good things.
Let's do it. ReconRagePage. Make sure to check him out. Hit that follow.
Yes, hit the follow. Ronald, real quick, Jukebox says he's been tempted to start collecting the Coliseum collection for wrestling.
Oh, those are great. Those are all ultimate figures, and they tackle like more of the older, like the golden age of wrestling stuff. I know they had Papa Shango, the Heart Foundation, definitely from like that era. So,
all right, there you go. Words of wisdom.
What's
up, Cincy?
Yeah, since he knows I'm kind of the enabler when it comes to Joy Toy Warhammer, I think most of the community knows that I'm a master enabler.
That's what we do around here. We enable. What's up, Cincy? I just want to say hi real quick. We just dropped a collab of Necronomicus. Loved working with Cincy on that one. It was a lot of fun. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. But back to Recon Rage. Blake, this is your page. Let us know. Are these all your photos or stock photos or just whatever?
Some photos are mine. Some photos are from Toy Hammer After Dark, a show that I'm on every Sunday night at 7 p.m. on the West and 10 p.m. on the East. That is Wraith Mace channel, and it's usually me, Carlos, and Curtis Ackerman, along with Wraith, and we talk Joy Toy and Warhammer. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on my page. I've been all over to different shows. I've got a lot of different initiatives going on within the Legions community. I started last year a Mythic Muscle program to try to integrate everybody who I much love in this community to start getting a little more active. So this year we'll be making the part 2 to the Legions Con Mythic Muscle. So we'll have that workout on Friday morning before G-Con. Everyone's welcome to do it. Was just out at CarverCon with the amazing Brian and Stacy Linlin. They put on an absolutely amazing show. That was their first show out there in Newark, Ohio. Great venue. Had a trip back, saw the mom, drove from Chicago to CarverCon, met up with Nolan when I was in Chicago. Nolan collects. A little bit of my toy photography thrown throughout the page, excuse me. I do love doing toy photography. I go in spurts. I think it just has to do with the fact that, I've got so much going on with my career, and then being in the community, doing the live streams and doing all this stuff that, you got to find a happy medium. So I go in spurts. I'll go out and take, 20, 30, 40 pictures, have a great shoot, and then utilize those pictures over the next few weeks or month or so. And just, have an arsenal of options. Another thing I like to use my page for is to shout out other people in the community, other, friends of the community, as well as different toy shops. If you noticed, before I did my Pac Northwest Legions meetup, which I did my first show this year back in June on the 12th and 13th, I was doing a lot of highlighting of different toy stores in the Pac Northwest that are just, top notch. Put them on your, must see if you come to the Pac Northwest. So I love giving those shop owners a platform to get out there and just talk to people. And Pac Northwest went excellent. We had just about 100 attendees. Like I said, people drove from Montana, Utah, Nevada, NorCal, Washington, Arizona, you name it. Everyone was represented there. It was a great day. Day one, which was the Saturday meetup event. One of the goals I did with this show, and I'm going to really try to put that forward next year, is, this community has given a lot to me in the aspect of camaraderie. It restored the faith. I know I've talked about this on other shows. I spent my first 25 years in military and policing. So I've seen a lot of ugly things in society. I've seen a lot of things I wish I could unsee. So trying to get back the positivity and the balance of society that, predominantly everyone basically means well. They mean good. And you've got to see it that way. But when you come from a career path where I came from, unfortunately, you see a lot of the ugly stuff in humanity. Sure. So this community is the beacon to me in the regards to how just nice and giving and caring and just genuine people really are. And I've said it before, toy people are the best. But yeah. And so the Pac Northwest was my way of saying, especially to the Legions community, thank you for what you've given me. You don't realize what you did, but you did. And so, I provided the facility. There was no cover charge to get in. There was no table rental for vendors. I provided food in the morning. I provided pizza and food in the afternoon. I wanted to basically cover the bill so people could come and go to a get together and not worry about all the ancillary costs, except obviously gas or if they flew or whatever. But the end result was come and have fun. And you know what? Don't give me your money. Give it to the vendors there and have a good time and don't freak out. And so I believe day one was an absolute success. Straight from Jeremy's mouth. Jeremy and his wife came out. They were the representatives from the studio. We had a blast. And then day two, I wanted to make it something special. And Jesse, you've lived here in the Pac Northwest, so you know how beautiful it is here. And so I started something that I thought was really neat, and it was embraced by the people that did it. So next year we're going to do the same thing. It's going to be a Saturday meetup, and a day 2 adventure party. This year I'm doing something a little bit different. Instead of me picking the adventure of what we're doing day 2, I'm going to put out 4 different options, and we're going to put it to the vote on my Instagram and social media. And we're going to see what people really want to see in the Pacific Northwest when they come out, if they're sticking around for day 2 on Sunday. This year we went to Cannon Beach. So basically we started from Southwest Portland. You know the area, you used to live there. And we headed out to Camp 18 and had a lumberjack breakfast. Everyone loved that. That was just such an iconic place. Moved on to Cannon Beach, spent a great time at Cannon Beach. And what was interesting, Jesse, you'll know this, is I could have picked a better weekend. Sunny, absolutely beautiful. It's actually beautiful. 93 wow. degrees at Cannon Beach. I mean, that's unusual. That they broke a record since 1924. Yeah. And so we were all out there sweating, but it was good because you got that wonderful, cold Pacific Northwest water. Blowing, so it still felt good. Everyone, the camaraderie of that group just got so much tighter. I can't wait to see what that's going to be in 2027 and how many people can make the journey. I'm really hoping that and we had tons and tons of vendors. It was really neat to see how many vendors and people that really stepped up. Lots of free giveaways. We had, oh gosh, I think we had, what was it, 23 giveaways? 23 giveaways. Yeah, I mean that's pretty darn good, right?
Really good.
First year event was a great, was a phenomenal, bonding experience, and just it was neat to show all the people from the Legions community what another part of the United States has to offer. All too often the West Coasters out here, we're used to making the portage east every November to Legions Con. And it was neat to see everyone come out this way and kind of see oh my God, this is cool out here. So
the whole new world. Yeah, man. I was wondering, did you take them to a McMinimans?
No, I did take, so later on that evening after we got done with the adventure party, the Gerards, Jeremy and his wife, I did take them to a McMinimans, and they loved it. And they actually tried the flight of cider.
Okay.
So, we had a great time. They enjoyed it. We went to the McMinimans actually in Cedar Hill.
Cajun Tots. Oh, Cedar. That's a good one. That's a nice one. Yeah.
As born and raised and still living in Los Angeles, what is a McMiniman?
McMinimans?
McMinimans. Yes, what is that?
It's a family chain of restaurants, but what they're iconically known for is they pick old iconic buildings that they put their different locations in. Like the one that's in Hillsborough was an old World War II safe house, and they people actually lived there, and it was there was a sanitarium there for a bit, or not a sanitarium, but a kind of a homeless place where people could go and live. And they pick these iconic historical, that too. Yeah, they pick these historical places and they turn them into this wonderful, place to go. And a couple of them, like the one in Troutdale and then the one in Hillsborough, they actually have a full-blown movie theater inside with the newest movies that are out. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Restaurants, so they're pretty neat.
Edge View. I'm trying to remember.
That's the one.
That one's beautiful. But Rick Jones says beer, and that's what they're known for, man. They got some really good beer as well. The Terminator, I remember that one.
You
craft beers.
Yeah, you had me a beer.
It's not just a place to just, I don't know. It's a place. It's a vibe. It's a good just hangout sesh. Really cool, just environments. Good beer, good food. Cajun Tots, I highly recommend. But you guys, it's official. Klanibal's in the house. We got Klanibal. What's up? He says hi, Nexus and guest. We're going over Recon Rage's Instagram page right now. Klanibal, give him a follow if you'd like. But a lot of mythics I'm seeing in here, pocket figures. That's exactly what I would do if I was living up in the Pacific Northwest, is utilize that outdoor environment of all the green, lush greenery, rocks, and just beautiful environments. That's probably what I would be doing up there at the Pacific Northwest meetup on Saturday. I'd be pulling out the pocket figures and taking pictures. That's where you guys would see me.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of cool history up there. Like you said, Cannon Beach is where they filmed the Goonies. If you make it up to Astoria, you can see the Goonies house up there. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Really
Yeah, a lot of
beautiful.
people don't even know this. At Cannon Beach, they filmed Point Break,
Point Break,
and
yeah.
they also filmed parts of Twilight.
Oh, right. A
Yeah.
lot of Twilight up there, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to your page though. I mean, your photography. Look at your outdoor shots. That Neve figure's so good, man. Um, the Belphegor. It looks like your skeleton is your pocket figure. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is a cool shot. It's a cool
Yeah,
cool shot.
Skelly goes everywhere with me. He's always at arm's reach for me, no matter where I'm at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he made some trips. Back at the beginning, you saw he went to the pizza place with me in Chicago. He went out to Carverton. Yeah, he's actually had a cool picture I took of him in the airplane with his seatbelt on. But
Cool.
it was one of those ones you look back later, you're like, oh, I took this cool picture and it was blurry. I was like really bummed. I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
yeah, so.
I also wanted to give a shout out to Brian CarverCon. Sounds like it was a success. Wish I was there, man. I'm honored to own one of your dios. It was really cool. But yeah, good stuff, man. Look at the bear, sweet dude. Bodvar, the bear.
Oh, yeah,
I missed
Bodvar.
that.
Yeah.
I missed that. New Zolocon drop with the redheaded.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I missed that one. I'm jealous. But yeah. Curtis says Blake makes skeletons feel happy.
Well, that's the whole idea. Yeah.
I didn't put together a top 10 list of last year, but that 4-pack of skeletons would have been close to number 1 for the value. You get 4 of them. They're just fun. You could pose them in any shot, any dark, ominous looking shot. It's just a great value for your money. I love that set. I hope they do more skeletons, just different colors and 4-packs.
Mhm.
Like, keep the skeletons coming, right, Ronald? Right? Yeah,
we don't take shit here. I'm not a skeleton guy. I've said it. I'm happy you got your skeleton, but
did you get in on the order for the skeletons, the multicolored ones last year and around Halloween?
Of course I did.
Nice, right on, yeah. And the zombies,
yeah, I got those. That's another thing with Curtis in the chat. I'm sorry, I don't mean to veer off, but we can exit with this one. Curtis, since you're in the chat, there's something that has kind of been on my mind lately. I kind of wish that Four Horsemen would kind of release figures in a faster capacity. I understand the logistics and manufacturing and shipping and all that stuff, but I feel like Mythic Four Horsemen has a lot of my money with pre-orders, series, skeletons, zombies, cosmics, dragons, but the return is slow. Some would say it would be slow. How do you feel about that? I feel like the Mythic Legions Four Horsemen has kind of gotten me to the level of accepting that, like, yeah, this takes a while. I'll wait a few years for perfection, all that stuff. But I feel like at the same time, they have a lot of my money. I pre-ordered a lot of stuff. I went through my list and I've got like 5 series and a dragon and zombies and it's like, how do you feel about that, Blake? Are you okay with pre-ordering and knowing, you're going to get some really cool figures in the future? Or do you take different avenues and go like Big Bad Toy Store and like pre-order from there and pay when they're ready? How do you feel about it?
Well, first off, I think what we need to remember with like any toy company, but specifically how the Horsemen, their business model is that you are paying into a private company. This is not a publicly traded company. This company needs to have those backers up front so they can get the volume of production and costs taken care of. I have no problem giving the Four Horsemen my money if I need to wait 1 or 2 years for a wave to come out. I think the quick answer, the question to ask yourself is, how many times have you got a Legions, whether it's Cosmic, Infinite, Mythic, Figure Obscura, the list goes on and on, right? How many times you got a figure that you went, oh, this is crap, or oh, it has QC issues? You don't. And that's why I'm willing to wait, because there are many figures that I've gotten from other companies that have QC issues, and they get them to me in 6 months or 8 months or 3 months for that matter. And then you're like, gosh, that's jacked up. And then like, oh, we're putting out the replacement part, or you're not getting a replacement part. Screw you. So I have no problem paying for quality. I look at the Horsemen as basically the Super Bowl winners of action figures. And you know what? It takes time, it takes money, and it takes a little bit of patience. But when you get it, and half the time, think about it. You put the money out there, you kind of forget about it a little bit. You know, you're just like, it's paid off. I got it. And if you want to go to BBTS or one of the Horseman retailers, by all means do that. But you're not going to get it any quicker by anybody else but getting it from the Four Horsemen. Right. And let's not forget, usually at a pretty good discount on top of it compared to the retail price.
Thing too. That's kind of what gets me is like right now they're offering a discount on figures, and it's like, oh, it's hard to pass up on that, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just
then they got the option. Well, they got the option now, especially over the last several ways, where you can break it down in payments.
This is true. I haven't utilized that yet. That's
it's great. I've done it on the last couple because I've had some stuff going on with family and travel and stuff. So money was getting a little bit thinner, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to put this on the 3 or 4 month payment or every 2 weeks, and it just gave you that little extra. And there's no interest on it. Well, it depends on which one you do, but there's a little interest on the ones you stretch out real far. But for the end result is, even with that little bit of interest on the ones that aren't like every 2 weeks, you're still saving more money by doing it with the pre-order price than you are waiting for retail and then paying that shipping. So
it works out. I forget about that. I just, that reinforcement wave that dropped, I should have utilized that, and I totally forgot that option was even there. Yep. Whoopsies.
And this one right here, like, this is my thought on it, like 100%. I like paying ahead of time. It's like past Curtis is buying current Curtis presents. Past Ronald was hurting. He's like, oh man, that's $700 for that Dragon Hurt. But current Ronald,
once you get it, you're gonna be happy.
Current Ronald isn't even thinking about it. Future Ronald is in for a nice little surprise.
And you know what, Blake? Thanks for bringing me back to reality, because you're right, man. I've only had like a minor QC issue with one, a break on another, but with all the figures that I own for Mythic Legions, if that's all I got, then I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
And let's not talk about the customer service too. If you did, right, you reach out, hey, I think I forgot that there's a hand missing or what, something silly. I mean, if you really need it, they're like, it's in the mail, comes to you.
Love it. Yeah, thanks for bringing me back to reality on that one. Because I know, like, when it shows up and I open the figure, I'm like, this is why I do it. This is why I paid that money. Yeah, man. Totally. All right, you guys, we ran through Blake's Recon Rage Instagram profile. Go give him a follow. And I'm kind of feeling some archive figures, Ronald. What do you say? You want to do some archive figures?
Archive Figure of the Week!
All right. That video is brought to you by the one and only Diggs Figs. Thank you for putting that video together for us. We're going to talk about some archive figures. They may be a little dusty. They may be a little forgotten, but they're still in our collection, and we still love them, and let's talk about them. Ronald, you want to take it away tonight?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm talking about one of my favorite characters of all time. And of course, when characters have been around so long, he has to have a different version. And this guy is not hurting for different versions. And of course, it is a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And this one is the armored suit. believe this one was a Target exclusive. It came in a card back. You know, one of those. I mean, I really do like the suit. It really stands out. You know, because I remember this one from the Spider-Man animated series where you know he meets all the other Spider-Man, and there's a cool looking one, all metal.
Metal.
I
Let's
believe
go.
I don't know if this was one of the first, one of the I think it's one of the early Marvel Legends that started with the
Pinless.
pinless. Yeah, I remember. You know, there was a time where not all our figures were pinless.
Right.
This one was a cool one, and you know, you're not going to be getting an armored Spider-Man from Mafex anytime soon, or any of the other companies. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Hot Toys hasn't made one. But if Hot Toys were to make, you know, one of these, especially with the way they do their, you know, reflective, yeah, like I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still on my one Spider-Man Hot Toy per year rule, but you know, I'm already thinking, I'm like, which Spider-Man am I gonna get? And like, if this one makes the list, I'll be making it. Right now, I'm more of on a cyborg Spider-Man. That might be my next Hot Toy, but
cool.
You know, I have a shelf. I have a whole detox square. Just Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man.
Yeah, man. I think you and a lot of collectors are the same. I know I can fill a detox shelf of Spider-Man. What about you, Blake? Can you fill a detox shelf of Spider-Man figures?
Nope, I actually don't have even one Spider-Man.
Wow.
What?
Shocking. I used to. I used to.
One? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I currently have one, but I've had my share of Spider-Mans, even when I had my Hot Toys. Oh yeah, some Spider-Mans for sure.
Yeah, I think if Hot Toys made that Spider-Man figure that you're showing us, Ronald, they put their own little kind of twist on things and just make it just so cool. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, they don't have this one. They do have a spider armor. They don't have like those black light effects on it. And it came with like a stand with black lights, and that's like the first one that had all the extra stuff. And now every time I get a Hot Toys, I'm like, you have to put in the money to get the deluxe edition or the deluxe version, because those stuff, you need those extras.
Like, why do they even sell a non-deluxe version? Like, you know, like it's like $20 less.
They sell it to make fun of you for not having bought it before it sold out.
Right.
That's the only reason.
Rick's agreeing with you. Armored Spider-Man is cool.
Oh yeah.
Omega Weapon 13's in the house. He says boycotting all Spider-Man until I get a man spider. Dude, I know.
Have they
I
not
saw this
made one?
from Marvel Legends. They have. I want to say it came with a Morbius pack, Morbius 2-pack, but I don't know. They haven't made like a deluxe awesome man spider. Let's just say that, like the one that we all want, they haven't made yet. So I feel you, Omega. So Ronald, you know, we've been doing this show for 123 episodes. Archive figures are getting a little slim these days. I know this figure came out a few years ago. I'll take it. It's still an older figure. I'm down on it. I did not pick this one up personally.
2021.
2021. Okay.
2021.
So 5 years ago. Oh, that fits. I'll let it pass. But yeah, no, I did not buy this figure. It's still a cool Spider-Man figure nonetheless. I'm just more to the red and blue suit kind of Spider-Mans and their villains. Their rogues gallery is pretty impressive. So I like having a Spider-Man on my shelf just in case I need to fight a bad guy or something. You know what I'm saying? But cool pickup or archive figure nonetheless. I'll take it away and then we'll let Blake finish it off. Blake, I know that you're into Legions. You said that's your number one. So I kind of have a theme tonight. Let's see if you can guess my theme. But I'm going to start off with Oleg Thygar.
Nice.
it's not too old or anything, but I wanted to bring this one up because it's the Cosmic Legion, which was the next chapter in the mythic Four Horsemen history books, if you will. Starting a whole new like line, cosmic,
Mhm.
went cosmic, you into outer space, and this guy right here is my favorite Cosmic Legion. As soon as they showed the pictures of this guy off, Trevor's taking his shots, all that stuff, I'm like, I need that figure in my life. So when I pre-ordered it, yeah, I waited a couple years, but eventually it got to me, and the whole series was just freaking awesome. I love all the pop and swaps, the paint, the look, aesthetics, all the scales. You pop wings on them if you want. You could swap all the parts with other people. It's just their system is just they nailed it. I love it, and I cannot wait to see what the articulation is like in this new Cosmic Wave. With double jointed stuff, elbows, knees, all that stuff. But this one holds a place in my heart because I remember going to Legion's Con in 2023, and there's a life-size Oleg Thygar
Yeah,
in
it's
the.
cool.
You remember that, dude? I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
he's awesome.
this guy is just so cool looking, and standing next to him, like it was just awesome, and just meeting the
And he's
people
looking
in
at
the
he's
community.
looking up at his pop-up
Mhm.
like screen. And yeah, that's so cool.
That's another thing too. Yeah, you could pop, the screens on them, guns on them, like make it your own. And yeah, it's just I love like the blue with the orange. I love the looks of them, just like this reptilian creature, alien thing. It's just super dope. I love this figure. So yeah, that is my archive figure of the week is Oleg Thygar from Cosmic Legions. Correct me if I'm wrong. Havakalar Book 1.
Well, Volcatar.
Oh, I was so close.
And guess what?
Yeah,
Havalkalar.
Guess
be
what? Let's
careful.
talk about that. Guess what September this year is? The
It's got to be an
5 year
anniversary of this or something.
5 year anniversary of the very first
Cosmics.
unveiling. Yep, in 2021 September.
There it is. So Ronald, you beat me. You beat me with your archive. Mine's a little newer, but there it is. That's my archive figure of the week, and there's a reason for it. That's why. But we'll see if you can catch my theme. All right, Blake, that's my figure. What you got?
All right. So I told you I was older, right? So I had to
No.
dig. You said archive figure. So
Yeah.
how about we go back to 1987,
Woo, let's go. All right.
right? And let's look at Gung Ho G.I. Joe
Wow.
O-ring in his dress blues.
Let's go. Yes,
There
man.
he is.
Looks really
Gung Ho,
good.
right? Yeah, he's in
Is
great
that
shape.
your original Gung Ho from?
This is the original Gung Ho. This was actually gifted to me. All my original Star Wars, all that stuff is still at my childhood home. My mom still got it. I got to go pick all of it up. It's whole story there, but I've got all that stuff. But this was gifted to me by a member in the community a while back, and just it's like, you're a Marine. I can't figure anybody else to have this, but yeah, how cool is that? Gung Ho
That's
G.I.
really
Joe,
cool.
1987, and he's thrown you a hand salute out of respect.
Like
So there
it.
you go, Jeff. So yeah,
The
love
O-ring
this guy.
still looking good. You got all the accessories and
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah, it's over here. Yep, there's some accessories. I think it's
Wow.
complete. He gave it to me. I think it's complete. Yeah, it's complete.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's a good one, man. I mean, you are on the #1 G.I. Joe show on YouTube, so we got to represent with some
Right.
gung ho up in here.
Gung Ho.
Did you collect the like how many more O-ring G.I. Joes do you have in your collection? I'm just curious.
I don't know how many I've got back. I don't have them with me. They're back in Chicago. I'd say there's a pretty good handful, and they're all open. I used to open them up and then put them in. My mom and dad built like a little case for me. My mom's a collector.
Oh, cool.
Big doll collector. And so I kind of grew up in a house with some guidance around, hey, have fun, play with them. I turned my bedrooms when I was a kid into, Planet Hoth and the AT-AT walkers. And, I was having battles in my bedroom. I tell people all the time, if I had the opportunity to have the technology that we have now, when I was a kid, I probably would have went into professional photography or movie making or something like stuff like that. But it wasn't the same back then as you.
You'd never see us. We'd just be in our room, like making
God.
movies, and like I take pictures all the time. Like you'll never see me if Rick Jones saying "Gung Ho Joe." Now that's old. Woohoo, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a good one, man. Good poll. That's way back in the day. I like it. 87. I was 5 years old.
And I was in my first year of the Marine Corps.
Ronald was a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Yeah, not even that.
Not even.
When you were studying about the Panama War and all that stuff in school, I was there.
Damn, that's crazy. But man, all joking aside, like you look great for your age, man. Just want to get that out there, man. You're looking good. Keep up the good work. I need to get on that mythic workout like you're talking about. I like that, perked my ears up a little bit.
You coming to the Legion's Con?
I would like to. Okay. We'll see what's up about that. We'll see.
Well, check this out. So one of the things I rolled out last year was obviously the Mythic Muscle, but real quick, I'll touch upon this. I didn't have these made yet. Curtis Ackerman's the first recipient of this actual challenge coin. So this is the first challenge coin. Got the 4 Horsemen logo, Mythic Muscle, got my logo in the back on his tattoo. So this, I have these made. Curtis was the person that, so basically these are for people in the community, especially around fitness and everything, or changing their life or doing something better to their life around health and fitness. So I wanted to create this to give, not necessarily like, hey, show up so I can get a free challenge coin maybe or whatever. This is more of like an honor. And Curtis was the first one. He showed up last year. I mean, he showed up early to the Mythic Muscle. He gave me all kinds of crap beforehand, trust me. But he showed up. He worked out. He didn't stop. It was a big challenge for Curtis. And I watched somebody just push through it and say, you know what? I'm going to complete this. I'm going to do it. So I was pretty impressed by that. So I gave him the first 2026 coin at CarverCon. I gave him that. And then I got this one made up for this year, 2025. Sorry, that was the 2025. And then these are the new Mythic pins for Mythic Muscle that I had made up for 2026 for the upcoming Legion's Con.
Nice. That looks cool, man.
Trying to motivate some people, and just the way I look at it is if you just get busy just a little bit. I'm not saying you have to go do Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, or whatever like that, but just get active. Just get your body moving.
Take your dog on a walk or something, just get out there. Yeah. Keep up good work, Curtis. Hell yeah, man. He says, thanks, Blake. I'd run through a brick wall for you, brother. That's awesome.
I can see Curtis running through that brick wall and yelling, "Hey, Kool-Aid!" Just with his sense of humor. Kool-Aid.
All right, you guys. We wrapped up our archive figures of the week. You definitely won this one, Blake. That was a good poll. I like seeing some old school G.I. Joe up in here. Let's jump into our recent pickups. What do you say, Ronald?
Let's do it.
Recent pickups.
All right. Once again, thank you, Diggs Figs, for the video. Ronald, you started us off with our archive figures last time. Why don't you take it away with our recent pickups? What'd you get? What you got?
Okay. Well,
Redemption from last week.
Actually, I am still in the thoughts. I'm like, do I want it? I've never been East Coast, so
Never.
Would never. Would. And just knowing like most of the people that say, "Oh, it's a fun time," we're out there, we're drinking, and honestly, since I turned 35, so it's June 12th, so a month and a month and a week. Like I haven't
Yeah.
had a single drink, which is
What?
rare for me. Yeah, yeah.
What?
Congrats.
I've been watching.
Congrats.
I've been watching what I eat, and
Nice.
even with the diarrhea lettuce that's going around, I'm
Ooh.
still being a little smarter what I ate. So actually very proud to say I've dropped some weight.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
Never too
Well
late.
done.
It got to that point where I was feeling like, okay, this is not good. I want to be here, longer, and this isn't helping. So, I've made a few positive changes, and down about
Well done.
15 pounds. So that's
Nice, dude.
a little pat myself on the back.
Yeah, good
It's
job.
been
Congrats, brother.
10
Seriously.
years
Where
where the scale's just been going up and up and up, and especially when you get cool stuff, you find cool stuff like this at Ross, and you want it,
What?
and you want it to fit, and you want it to fit.
Nice. Yeah, man,
And I'm
utility
like,
belt. That's awesome.
it's it's awesome. It's always cool when you go to a Ross and you see something that's like nice. I know these were going for a pretty penny at the at Target. What was the original? It was $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Able to score it for $60 there.
Mm,
Not bad. Not
Alright.
bad. Not Batman, the Batwing, not the Batwing level of coolness, but still, this is cool. Like, look at all the stuff it has. Like, I don't think I'd ever need a reason to use all that stuff, but
No.
yeah, I do want to put it on and just walk around with it.
I was gonna say, are you gonna model it for us? Are we gonna get to see it or?
not right now. I think I need to drop like
Oh,
maybe
come on.
five more so I don't have that that pouch over the
I wanted to
belly.
see you get ready to fight crime. I wanted to see you
Yeah,
get ready
dude.
to fight crime.
Yo. Hey,
Of
that's a
course, I'm gonna need
goal.
my communicator, smoke bombs, rebreather, scanner, torch,
Wow.
taser, micro camera.
Wow. It's loaded.
Yeah, it's type of cool stuff. As soon as I saw it, there's actually two. Some other guy literally cut me off to get it, and I was like, I guess. But then I looked up, and, there's another one. Yes.
Oh, sweet.
So
Right place at the right time.
yeah. And then that was it. I looked for more. I'm like, oh, could there be another one? There was no other one. But this is the kind of goofy stuff that you want to do when you're old and just reminiscing about your childhood. 10-year-old me would have been wearing this to school.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Hell yeah. On the weekend, all over.
But 35-year-old me is waiting for a special occasion. There's a Comic-Con
Anniversary. Oh.
LA Comic-Con was announced for Halloween this year, so I'm definitely gonna be there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's awesome. You're gonna get the whole bat suit, cowl, and cape. Let's go.
I'll try. I'll just get one of those morph suits and just the belt.
There you go.
That's
well, bro. I mean, honestly, like it's a goal now. Like if you literally want to wear that thing, like yeah, dude, work for it. And I've never seen that belt in person. Never seen it in person. I haven't seen it at Ross, so a little jealous. I don't know if I would have picked it up. What about you, Blake? Would you pick that up at Ross?
I think it's cool. It's not my thing,
Yeah.
But I actually kind of find it pretty neat.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
think the only way to one up it right now was to see him in his belt, to see him put that belt on.
Yes, dude.
I kept my clothes on for topless toy talk. I'm not gonna
Talkless toy talk. Yeah, a couple weeks ago we had Rob and Sarah from Talkless Toy Talk on here, and you could see me topless. So I don't know if you want to see that or not, but yeah,
nice.
There it is. It's on YouTube. Good
yeah,
people.
no, you're right. How hairy he is. He's plenty hairy.
Yeah, yeah. There's enough to go around. No, cool pickup, Ronald. Dude, I know Ross is just doing. It's like NECA headquarters over there right now, dude. They're like anything that was on the shelf warming the pegs is at Ross right now from NECA. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
getting
Get one skins
dopamine
good.
hits from everywhere. You know, I'm hunting Pokemon cards. I'm hunting raw steals.
Yeah.
It's addicting.
Klanibal wanted to chime in. He says that's kind of a secret. I don't know if I want to say it out loud, but he
Yeah, I
is
mean,
Batman.
we're not supposed to know that, right?
Whoa. Whoa. I
So
didn't
that what
think
you're
so.
telling me is this whole thing that I've been believing since I was a child, it's been Klanibal the whole time?
Yeah, dude, it's been him the whole time. That's
But
crazy.
you read the statement wrong. You have to say it
I-
with the voice.
I
Oh,
am
go for it.
shocked. I actually have to take a break for a second. I am just so amazed at
Yeah,
Klanibal.
It's shocking. It's shocking for sure. Say it, Ronald. Go ahead. Say it.
Oh, I'm Batman.
Oh, whoa. Got some
Okay.
competition. All right, guys. Ronald, make me full screen here. I'll show you
My
what
voice was my voice was finally recovering from all the orales, but
Oh,
yeah.
All right,
But
guys. Cool pickup, Ronald. It'd be hard to pass up if I saw that at Ross for sure. I don't know if I need it, but it would be fun to have for the Batman shelf. But anyways, so I'm gonna continue with my theme for the night. I got something recent in the mail, and it's pretty freaking cool. Let's see if I get this name right. Dormovis.
Yeah, nice.
Dormovis.
Dormovis. Yep.
Vis. Dormovis.
Yeah.
I
Careful,
literally
you don't-
came home from work today, and there it was on my doorstep. So I haven't even opened it yet. So
Congrats.
yeah, man.
He's a good figure. Wait till you get him out of the box. I think you're going to be
Oh,
very impressed.
I saw, First Strike and Toy Immersion, and they're posting their Dormo Beast photos, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
where did this come from? I didn't know about. I've been collecting cosmics. Like, what's up? And they just did like a single drop of this guy, and I was like, oh my gosh! I saw it on Four Horsemen. I had to get it. And another thing too is they got the $10 shipping. So
Yep.
it's like no
Yeah,
brainer.
you can't beat $10 shipping. It's only because BBTS went up now. Their minimum shipping $6 now. So you're only like a $3.50 difference.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys talk, or Blake, if you want to take it away, I'm gonna rip into this thing. I cannot wait.
Go.
I can't
Nice.
wait to see the thing. Yeah, dude, I love opening all my figures. So this guy's getting out of the plastic, out of the box. So yeah, but this is my recent pickup. He's just super cool looking. Do you got this one, Blake?
Oh, yeah. I was all over that one. Actually got lucky for the Pac Northwest Legions meetup. Jeremy actually had Dormovis available and the Legendary Warrior. So both the traveling figures or the table drop figures so far, they were available, and they sold very well at the Pac Northwest.
What was the table drop on this one? Was it the Mythic meetups or what?
That was dropped before. It was just available. I think I was the first show after it was dropped that was available at a show, which was pretty neat. And then the Legendary Warrior
cool.
is the figure for all the cons this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
So.
picked up that one too. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool that you could say that you were the first to have a table drop, I guess.
No,
show?
we didn't have it wasn't table drop at my show. It debuted the show prior to
the one before. Sorry, misunderstood.
But at least, I want to make sure set that straight. I don't want to be like,
Sorry.
no, it wasn't, liar.
Yeah, so this one was a surprise to me. I was like, where's that? And so I got it. But anyways, Ronald, make Blake full screen while I rip into this thing. I'm gonna go on mute for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely, I didn't even know about that one. I haven't been keeping too much in track. I'm more of a mythic over Legion. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
mythic
You're
over
more
cosmic.
So what do you think about, you've obviously seen the new wave, the new drop that's currently out for pre-order. A lot of fire. Cosmic Legions is, as far as I'm concerned, has always been good. but they are definitely picking up steam and speed in the aspect of story, deco, design. And really, I think this wave really speaks to a lot of different iconic cosmic type toy genre stuff from back in the day. There's little nods here and there. So yeah, I think they are picking up steam 5 years into Cosmic, and they just brought it this year. Without a doubt, this wave is I can't imagine this wave not selling in high numbers in pre-order. So
Yeah, no, definitely. You're seeing a lot of stuff that you're not gonna see with the Mystics.
Yeah,
and especially with this last wave, the one that just showed up, there's a lot of variety. Like, it's not just I remember in the first wave, you had a lot of Tusk, a lot that were, somewhat similar.
Mm-hmm.
But these are like each figure is like its own faction, its own like look. You got humanoids, you have robots, you got armored or suited people, and
Right.
some that are very gnarly looking. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some fire. That's for sure.
Oh, look at this ankle, like ankle articulation. What? Oh, what? That's cool.
Got that digigrade type leg, kind of like the same leg that was on Jersey Devil.
The
figure obscura. So
I did not expect it on this guy. That's really cool. Does this come off? This headdress?
Yeah, this should come off. It's just like a typical Cosmic.
Okay, I thought so, but I'm like,
should have an interaction. I haven't taken it apart. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. It would seem it would. Maybe I'm wrong.
Trying, but it would make sense if it did, because you could pop like different ones on or whatever.
Right, yeah. Well, especially because it's a custom. I mean, Horseman's figures are known for customizing, so.
Oh, whoops! No, that's not supposed to come off. But anyways,
maybe I'll see. Did you break the glue?
Yeah, I did.
You saw it right here.
Oh, I've broken so many figures on camera.
The first destruction of John Beast right here live.
Oh, Jesse and his hands.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I can't get this thing off. Curtis, if you're still in here, let me know if this thing comes off. I'm curious.
It's a good question.
But anyways,
I figured the way it's built, and because it's I haven't taken mine apart. I just looked.
I'm thinking that like this is his look. Like this is what he's supposed to be represented as. So
yeah,
maybe it's not removable, but kind of defeats the whole pop and swap kind of purpose. But this is cool. This like new little cod piece, I guess.
I'm like, oh wait, what are you doing there?
Yeah, no, it's
like where did the redhead touch you?
But I mean, another thing too that I forgot to mention earlier is their soft goods too. Like they're really see Jessam and their soft goods. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. But yeah, this guy's super cool. I'm gonna go put some weapons in his hands and stuff. But anyways, go back to Blake. I want to see what his recent pickup is.
You want me to show recent? Are we just doing one? Is that what we're doing?
You could do as many as you want, dude. This is
I grabbed a show. I wasn't sure. So I'm just going to go here because I just have to give a shout out. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Bodvar.
Yeah. Oh no.
He's good. No. He took a jump, but we're good. That's why he had the chain. He's got to hold on to Bodvar, but at least he did what he needed to. But yeah, I mean, what a great. Once again, why do we wait a year or 2 years? This is why we wait.
Yeah, so bear.
Yeah, I mean. Who else is bringing a bear like this? Some of some others. Who else is bringing a freaking 6-foot dragon, basically, from tail to tip of And then I'd be remiss if I didn't pretty much say my favorite figure so far is Scapular, right? And then his steed Umbra. So you can't go wrong with that. Oh, look, Ronald's got a Bodvar also. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously he has his alternate, which I don't have him, but this will be the alternate, right? So, and then I did pick up. I want to give a shout out to one of the customizers in the community that I got my first few figures from him. I actually bought a few of them. And that is Jay from Low Fidelity, who does a lot of the turbo direct customs in the community. So I got this color shift Minion. Look at that.
What?
Yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that color shift paint. Yeah, Jay, look at the texturing on the pants.
Wow, that's
Look
cool.
at this look at this armor. It's all that turbo color shift. So he had a few of these figures in this group. So that was the Ninian, and then here's the Cosmic. Look at that.
What? Oh, with the Capriculi arms on it.
Yeah, what's really cool is you don't even get the appreciation because it's turbo dork. This is like literally it's like diamonds. It sparkles like diamonds in real light. And all of this paint is a color shift. So it transitions between the bronze, the greenish. And then the third one, there's four of them. There's four of them that I was looking at, and Curtis got the other one from it. So I couldn't get all four, but he's going to get me one done up. And then we got this guy. We got the Trooper. One of Scaphoid's henchmen, but done up in a military deco. Look at that.
So cool. Holy cow.
Once again, Jay, Low Fidelity. If you don't know who he is, go follow him. Go look at him up on Instagram and Facebook. He puts all his designs. He's pumping out figures left and right. He's now building up. He sold a lot. He did some good sales at CarverCon. He had a table there. This is where I got these bad boys. But he'll be back. He'll have a full setup for Legion's Con and guarantee you some figures that you're gonna look at and go, oh my God, I didn't realize I needed these. So, and then my last pickup would be, I would be remiss if, actually I've got one more. Let me show you this before I show this guy. So this one I got a little while ago, but this Noda figure, I'm telling you, dude, look at this. He wanted to come see it, Jesse. He was coming out shaking hands. But I mean, how cool was this? The bloody version of the Noda lion, the Cyan Lion. And then you had the option, you could get the diorama with it. So love this pickup. It's one of my favorites. So like I told you, miscellaneous, right? Some of the, the memorable, mithril, Noda, stuff like that. These one-offs that, the World of Warcraft kind of tribute figures they're making over there and things of that nature. And then the last one, I'd be remiss if I didn't have a Warhammer figure. And this guy literally came in last night. Actually came in this morning. He's sitting on my doorstep. And now we're talking about Corvus Corax.
Whoa.
The Primarch of the Raven Guard. Look at this guy. This is what Joy Toy does.
Wow. Metal
Right.
AF, dude. That is so cool.
Right.
What are the wings made of? Is it like hard plastic or is...
Yeah, they're hard plastic. They flex though. But yeah, you can bring them. What's that?
You don't want it to take a shelf dive or anything. I mean,
I think it's gonna, honestly, it's in that realm where you're like, okay, it could probably take a decent fall. If it took too big of it, it might snap it. But definitely gonna be careful on this one. So yeah, I mean, the Joy Toy Warhammer line is actual fire. I don't know if you have any. If you there's why what's his name checked out. He's like, oh no, Enabler Blake's on here. I'm out. So I have gotten more people started in Warhammer. I probably Joy Toy should send me some residuals for the year, but I'm not asking them. But yeah, it's not hard to get people into Joy Toy Warhammer, especially you put one figure in your hand, you're off and running. So it's one of those ones. And like all things, you don't have to buy them all, but they are pretty addictive. I mean, all the weapons are individual. All the hoses and cables are actual wires. And this is a 3 3/4 line. And I want you to think about this. This is how Primarchs are big in the Warhammer world. But there is a 3 3/4 line, and look.
It's about the same size, yeah.
Yeah. So, but the Primarchs, there's 20 of them. From the Emperor of Mankind. These are all his sons that he's pretty much tried to, the story, I can't go over the total lore here. It's been going on since 1984. So we don't have a long show for that, but
yeah, no, we'll be here all day and then some.
Right. So yeah, thanks for letting me show some of those off.
Dude, those are sick, man. Those customs you got.
There's more. Yeah.
Yeah. I have not jumped into Warhammer because of what you just said. Like that is another rabbit hole that I do not want to go down because they look so freaking cool, and I'm already spending too much money already. But what about you, Ronald?
Yeah, Warhammer, not even once. Not even once. Because you're like, Warhammer, you mean the books? Yes and no. I'm like, or do you mean the video games? Again, yes and no. And it's an all-encompassing, like, they'll get you in something. Or you mean the action figures? You mean the board game, which is the original, am I right? Am I wrong? The original tabletop game, right?
Yeah, the tabletop,
with the painted miniatures and all that stuff. But yeah, no, it, as you said, 84.
Yeah,
That is a lot of lore to get, to fall into.
You know what's interesting is, there's been a lot of people that I've gotten involved in, especially through the toys, and then they start getting into the lore. Curtis Ackerman's a prime example. So Curtis, I started showing him on Offworld as because I have a segment on there that they named Blake's Money Shot. I did not come up with that name. That was the PGT came up with that name. But it was because I'm like, you know what? Blake's always bringing the cool stuff, so we're going to give him the Money Shot segment. So then that stuck, and now it's kind of a thing that we do every Friday night, Blake's Money Shot. Everyone shows off their pickups for the week, and then I go last. And so the interesting part is that, there's so much lore, like you said, Ronald, that basically what it boils down to is it's overwhelming. It can be very, very overwhelming. And what I tell people when they come into, especially in the Joy Toy, like, oh, these are cool figures. I like this character. I like this faction. It's only 50 years worth of lore. Not too bad. But Curtis, So Curtis basically, he came in. He thought the figures were really cool. He's like, man, I don't know. Like, I really like some of them. And last year at Legion's Con, I gave him an Iron Warrior, Terminator.
First one's free.
Yep, the first one's free. I was like, here, this one's on me, but the next one. So just come back to me. And so be it. It did what it was. And I actually did not give it to him to enable him to start buying a whole line. That's not what I just gave it to him because I like doing things for people. Right.
Sharing the love. Yeah.
It was fun. Right. And I was like, you know what? He always talks about it. I'm going to give him a figure. So sure enough, he said, I didn't set that figure down all Legion's Con. He had it with him all the time. It was like hand candy because their joints are so smooth too. Like they just move like butter. For 3 3/4, there's nobody that can challenge Joy Toy for what they're doing. Not right now. So, yep. And then you're off and rolling, and I've been in it since the beginning, so I have at least a good what? I've been in it. I've probably got at least 400 or 500 figures. Yeah. And I love every single one of them. In fact, what I'll do, if you want me to, we'll take a quick second here. I will show all the watchers.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
So here we go. So, like, this is Angron up here.
Sick. Look at the detail. Holy cow.
Whoa.
Look
at all them little skulls there.
Right. Got the Horse Heresy and the Lupercal, one of the Primarchs himself. And I mean, I could do.
Wow.
But got all the Ultramarines, Space Wolves, Blood Angels. And then what I like to do is I like to put the Primarchs, like Robo Gilliaman, for the Ultramarines. I like to try to put the Primarchs in with their actual segments, their actual factions.
Yeah.
The Adeptus. Don't those walkers look like ATTs like from Star Wars?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you're just Necrons, the Razorbacks. I mean, the amount of factions that are here.
That's insane, dude.
And then over here, I have some more, but then I've got the actual Imperial Knights. Now that's a Joy Toy figure. That shows how big the knights are. Look at that.
The 3 3/4. Yeah, that thing's what, 2 feet tall? Holy cow!
Yeah, it's about 2.5 feet.
Wow.
Same here. There's the actual.
No, this is very impressive, for sure.
That's brutal.
Right. So yeah, I enjoy the Warhammer aspect, but then you go in and I can show you my legions really quick, just a real quick turnaround for you. One of my other pride and joys, I think this will go good. All of Trevor's artwork, 1/6 shooter,
Dope.
and then I have all the legions.
Holy cow! Oh, you keep the boxes. Oh wow.
No, those are all the show exclusives and figure obscure boxes.
Gotcha.
But yeah. And then all the other one-offs, a lot of the memory, mithril, you name it, Spawn. There's the where are we at? There's the Spawn cabinet for you. There's all Spawn.
Yeah. Nice.
So
Impressive.
Gotta enjoy it and have fun with it. And one of the things I really like is, and I've really gotten better at this, is curating the collection, right? I think a lot of people talk about, we spend a lot of money and nobody sees it. Screw you, Curtis. He's like, no one needs to see the Indianapolis Colts. He always picks on my Ultramarines. But, curating the collection is a huge one. We spend all this money and we love all this stuff, but then either it sits in boxes or we don't get it out and put it up into a case or like have a chance to actually enjoy the investment that we're making, because, tomorrow's not guaranteed. So enjoy it now. And that's one thing I made a promise a few years back was I was going to really start, because I was on Legion's Lounge with Trevor and Nate Strong. Oof, gosh, 5-6 years ago, somewhere on there. And I remember I showed him my collection, but that room I took you into was full of everything in boxes, organized. And he's like, you got a lot of really cool stuff. You really need to get it out of the box. That was what Trevor told me. And I'm like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, you're right, Trevor. And I'm actually working on that. And I need to figure it out. So here we are.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. Like, we spend all this money on toys. Like, that's why Ronald and I wanted to start this show was let's have fun with it. Let's show them off. Let's talk about them because this is a good chunk of our life, that we invest in. And so, but I think we do have a first, Ronald. I think that was our first toy room tour on the Collection Nexus.
Yeah, definitely.
That
definitely
really
the most figures ever shown off in one segment. Right
yes,
there.
For sure. You won this one for sure. So we had Carlos from Badass Reviews on a while back, and he brought on a Warhammer, and same thing. You got to get your hands on one, and the one he was showing off was freaking really dope looking. But I can't, as much as like I want to. I know it's just a rabbit hole. My collection is going to start looking like yours right behind you, and my wife would kill me. So.
Well, you know what? Just a footnote. Carlos, me, and Curtis with Wraith on the Wraith Maze channel. We have Toy Hammer After Dark every Sunday night. And it's 7 p.m. on the west, 10 p.m. on the east, right after Shooting the Shelf with Curtis and Jesse. So
there you go.
It's something people to tune in on. We talk about everything Warhammer lore and Joy Toy.
Right on. Well, thanks for the tour, the room collection. That was a lot of fun to check out. Nobody will want to follow that. I wanted to go back up here. Klanibal says, Ronald Jesse, want one? Just try. He's trying to enable us, dude. He also collects Warhammer as well. And posts some really cool shots. Makes some really cool dios with the Warhammer stuff. So he's been trying to enable me a lot as well. But let's see here. There's also another comment I wanted to bring up, but I can't find it. Klanibal was saying, the first one's free. Obi-Wan. Oh, that's Obi-Wan's in the house, Ronald. So There it is.
It's a nice and fresh one for you.
He was I was showing off the cod piece. He's like, that ain't no cod. I mean, that's a cod, right? Not a cod piece. I don't know. We'll see. Curtis, help me out on that one if you know. All right, you guys, we did it. We showed off our recent pickups of the week, and so far, Blake, you are winning this whole show. By the way, we'll see what happens in our recent pickups, or I'm sorry, pre-orders of the week segment. What do you say, Ronald? Pre-orders?
Pre-orders.
Pre-orders of the week.
Once again, thank you, Diggs Figs, for waking us up with those intros to our segments. I appreciate it. Ronald, you went first last time. Why don't you go again this time? What's your pre-order of the week?
It's like the complete opposite of what we just saw, you know?
Okay.
Opposite. Like, what would be the opposite of Warhammer and, you know, big, giant mechs?
Barbie? Did you want to say Barbie?
Yeah, really close. This is a
Pokemon.
This is a 112 anthropomorphic cat figure.
Nice.
The Ninja Tona Lotto Toys.
Lotto does a really good series. Yeah, that they make some cool stuff.
They're relatively new. Like, I think the first one was like about a year ago.
Yeah, I actually have the first. Is it the Fox Girl? I have that Lotto Fox Girl. Yep.
Yeah, same here. I got that one. And as soon as I got it, I'm like, okay, this smooth, tight joints, very nice sculpt, good accessories with it. And since then, they've just been, you know, the more I see them, like the more that I know that they found their fan base.
Oh yeah,
furries.
Another furries. But it's nice to see them because I believe the first two were just foxes, and I'm like, okay, so are they only gonna do foxes? But no, now they're starting to show off all the other animals. What was the last one we saw?
Wasn't it a cat?
Was it a cat?
Yeah, it was. Rob was showing it off a couple weeks ago. I think it was a cat.
Yeah, it's got paws. It's orange and white.
I don't remember.
No, it was a mouse.
Oh,
I remember
you're right.
that one.
It was a mouse.
Yeah. So now that they're, you know, expanding it to other animals, I'm like, okay, those are mouse. Cool. You know, a bookworm mouse. And now we got a ninja cat. That was cool.
It's got some good soft goods on it too. Nice.
Yeah, definitely. That scarf right there looks awesome.
Does it come with those smoke effects? I missed that. It does. Oh shoot, that's cool.
You know, a lot of hands, all the pointing fingers, because apparently you need those. Slash effect, kunais.
Very cool.
Yeah, man, this looks like fun, man. Looks like
just some hand the other one, and then my only gripe about the fox one was that the tail was just too unwieldy. Yeah, it was
very heavy.
Yeah, but this one seems to not have that problem. Or you could always just if it's just a plugged in, you could just take it off. I don't think it's a soft. I don't think it's a wired tail.
No, it doesn't look
usually
like it.
It's usually just a hard plastic. Where's the spread? Here it is. Yeah, no, those smoke effects right there. They look like tiny little baby-sized dusties.
Yeah,
I think Panchisi should put a cease and desist right now.
Cease and desist on him. Real quick, Ronald. I just wanted to say goodnight to Curtis. Thank you. I know it's late over there on the East Coast. I really appreciate you jumping in and hanging out with us. And Blake, I really appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Good night there, Curtis.
Yeah, Ronald, this thing's cool, man. I love the paint. It looks really fun to play with. loaded. Look at this loadout right here. I love the effects and the weapons and the stand and the face plates. Lotto definitely knows what they're doing here. They know their fan base. I think this looks like a lot of fun. What's the price on this thing?
Yeah, and they've always been really good with their prices as well. At least
Yeah.
from 5K. So
Normally
total
like
price
50.
56. Yeah, 56
Okay.
in total. So 8 deposit and then 48 when it comes out. Plus
That's
shipping.
not bad. Not
They
That's
are
your
in the
price.
LA area, so
Yeah.
shipping's not a lot to me. And I like
That's cool.
I like how they're putting the animals and putting classes to it. I know the fox would have been more of an adventurer or alchemist. You got the mage rat or the mage mouse,
The mouse.
and now yeah, a ninja. So I like what they're doing there. Let me know when they do like a dragoon or a paladin type.
Mm. Mm.
Cool.
It's cool.
Have my
So what do
and
you think, Blake? Is this going to dawn your shelves anytime soon, or?
I don't know. I bought the first Fox one. Really like it. It's a very good figure. I haven't picked up any of the others, probably because I've got some. I gotta figure out, like, that's a part of the downsizing, right? But I still have the Fox figure. I haven't got rid of it. I actually really, really like it.
Nice.
yeah, there's only so much room in the extras shelf,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially when you're, collecting two major companies worth of stuff where there's lots of volume, lots of options. So
yeah, no.
I want to answer Klanibal. Klanibal had a question. Blake, what chapter you love the most in Warhammer? So obviously Ultramarines, a little partial, United States Marine, Ultramarines, there for the good, like protect the universe. But I would say my close second would definitely be, if I had to have an antagonist or whatever, I'd probably go either Alpha Legion or the World Eaters for my my opposite side faction. So good versus evil.
What does he mean when he says chapter?
Chapter. So like the Ultramarines chapter, like a faction, a chapter.
A faction. Okay.
Yeah, basically. It's the easiest way of saying it. So like the blue guys, those are the Ultramarines. The red ones are the Blood Angels. The yellows are the Iron Fists. These are different chapters in the lore of, the Emperor of Mankind created all of this, right? It's kind of weird. If you Warhammer is kind of like, I don't want to say religion, but if you think about it, God created the universe. Emperor of Mankind brought in his 20, Primarch sons, and he sometimes pits his own children against each other through the conquering of different worlds and defending. It's pretty crazy. So
Sounds wild. Sounds pretty metal, honestly.
oh, it's totally metal. I mean, how much metal do you get to do a freaking flying metal wings and a freaking jet turbine that's totally articulate? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Wolverine. Seriously? Dude, you ain't got shit.
You got nothing on that.
I got something on Corvus Corax. So.
What does Rick Jones says? He says, everything I know about Warhammer, I learned from British death metal band Bolt Thrower.
Oh, Bolt Thrower's good, man. Bolt Thrower's good.
All right, Ronald, back to your pre-order of the week. I think this looks like a lot of fun. I'll definitely admire it from your shelf, but let me know how you like it when you get it. Looks super fun. I wonder if the ears move, if you can like put them back,
They do articulate. I know on the Fox, don't they, Ronald? If I remember correctly, don't the ears move on the Fox?
On the Fox, but I believe that one had a little bigger ears than the cat.
Okay.
That one's a little smaller.
Because when a cat's like pouncing, the ears go back. That would be cool if you can get it like that. All right, Ronald, good pick, my man. But I'll take it away from here. We got my continuing theme of the night. I wonder if you guys have guessed it by now. Have you guessed it? Blake, have you guessed my theme?
I haven't guessed it yet. No, I don't think I have.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it to you straight. It is cosmic. Cosmic Legions is my theme. I was just going cosmic tonight, so I'll give you the
It's a great
last one
concept.
here. We got our pre-orders.
Oh yeah.
So obviously, I love my figures big and chunky and bulky and a lot of plastic. You know what I'm saying? We're on a lot of plastic. This one, I don't even know how to pronounce the name.
His name is
Globulon.
Globulon Krun.
Globulon.
Yeah, when I was at CarverCon, they had him. So they had a couple of the current figures that are up for order. They actually, Joe Vassapolo and them had it at the Forceman table. You can see them. And they are awesome in hand.
How was it?
Awesome. Oh, he's big. I mean,
Yeah.
do you have oh my gosh, the bowling ball himself, Dorma Visa's boss.
Oh
drawing a
yeah,
blank.
that's Slog.
Slog,
Right?
yeah. So
Yeah, Slog. I have
he's
Slog.
actually a third taller than Slog.
I'm
He's a
assuming
big
he's
boy.
probably going to be about the same size as that crab that they're coming out with.
Yeah, I
Like
think that's a good call.
scale.
Yeah.
I saw that one at Legions Con in 2025.
Yeah,
They
last
had
year.
it on display, yeah, and it looked massive. It looked awesome. I definitely pre-ordered that one. But this guy, dude, this thing is wicked looking. I don't know what's going on with him. Just a melty blob of lava or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
I'll have to read the bio. But you know, it wasn't just this figure that I'm after. I mean, come on, the rest of the Cosmic line looks
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool. I've been collecting Cosmics ever since they came out, so obviously I'm definitely in tune on this line. I want to get it, and they're giving it to you at a discount if you pre-order. So there's another incentive to get your pre-order in. And now that now that you reminded me of the purchase plan option,
Uh-huh. Yep.
I might want to look into that. So yeah, but this is my my pre-order of the week is Globulon Krun monster.
Right. Yeah, and this is so if you pre-order, it is $145 savings.
That's so good. I mean, like, you
Right.
can't beat that. I want to say what up to Brick real quick. Hey,
What's up,
Brick,
Brick?
how's it going? Hell yeah, Blake on the Nexus. What's up? Yeah, we got Blake on. It's been a good night, man. He gave us, go back and watch his room tour. He gave us a little room tour, and wow, very impressive stuff. It's so cool. Ronald, I don't know if you want to go back and just kind of show a couple other figures or whatever, or just focus on this one. This is fine too. This is my pick. But I wanted to let the people know that right now you can go on Store Horseman and pre-order the rest of the series, the whole series if you want, or cherry pick, do whatever you need to do. But this is the time you can get it on a discount right now. That other alien, that tall alien, looks super cool.
Oh, yeah, he's a good one.
The chick with all the armor looks super cool. There's definitely a
Look at the
few.
sculpt on this one right here.
Yeah,
This is the one that caught my eye. Just
This is
the
wild.
that purple pink and the
Yeah, he's sick.
the bubblegum brain looking.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Then he's got these like electric lightning effects, you know, hand effects and stuff. It's just, these guys are going crazy over there, man. Like, they want all of my money. They're coming after my wallet hard on this line, man. They're so cool.
Yeah, this
And of
one's
course,
great.
you're gonna need a waifu in the line, so they
Yeah,
got you covered there too.
this one's 100% on my pre-order right now. I'm definitely gonna own this figure.
How about her full flight with her wings and everything?
Yeah,
I mean,
with
how
the
cool is that?
There's a lot going on with this figure. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but it looks so cool. Blake, is there a standout figure?
That's a tough one. Is there? Yeah, that's a tough one here. Because I like them all. I would have to say, you know, Globulon Krun, the one you like.
Yeah.
I like the big beefy figures. I think he really he's a name character. I think I really dig the character design. But the which one is it? Let me see. I have them pulled up right here. the capability of, let me pull them up for you because I saw them in person. Yeah, the capability for ACU3, that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
When you start putting the jet packs on them or the wings, it screams old school. I'm trying to remember the movie. It screams old school Robot Wars, and yeah, I think they just nailed it at the park. Brainer, which is another one, the option with Brainer and his traveling key would be the one in the far right corner there next to this one. You want to click on him, upper right corner. There you go. So Brainer is another one that's just, if you really look at his pictures, look at that. Look at that. If that is
Look
just
at that
a
smile.
Look at that devious little effer. You know what I mean? Like he's like, I mean, he's a devious little alien. Look at the amount of sculpting and contour with the hoses and the harness and just the robotic half, wow. Great job, Eric. Great job, Eric Treadaway. Killed it. And then you get your little accessory pieces and your
The hose colors looks really cool. I think it's gonna look awesome on them. Yeah, I mean the pop and swap capabilities with these clankers, as Ronald said. Just adding like cyborg parts to another figure, that's gonna be really cool to do. Like take this guy, your army build guy, and then just start popping a couple of those, legs or arms on him. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of playability.
Well, you take this figure here, and then you go to the Seek and Strike mission pack, which is down at the bottom in blue. And they had pictures of that Seek and Strike down at the bottom where you can turn these into flying, basically army builder soldiers. I mean, how cool is that?
Rocket packs or wings and
rocket packs
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that gun too. That gun is brutal looking. It looks awesome.
Yeah, that's a battle laser right there if I ever seen one.
Yeah, dude. This line looks super cool. I can't wait to get a hold of it.
Yep.
So, anyways, you guys, that's my theme, my cosmic theme of the night. I wanted to show you guys the new line and Grabulon, Gargantuan. I don't know what his name is. I'm terrible with mythic leans.
You've done good. You avoided summoning any demons this episode, so you did good.
Yeah. Thanks, Ronald. All right, you guys. One left to go. We got Blake in the house. What is your pre-order of the week?
I sent it over to you in the link.
You did. We got it.
So my pre-order of the link is the Demon Flame Studio and V-Toys Abyss Knight figure with the horse, based off of Darksiders. So the Darksider figure and his steed. I bought the first Darksiders figure that they released. I loved it. Now they have the different version which goes with his steed. So this is straight out of it's called the Abyss Knight. That's the fancy name, get around the licensing. But it's actually the Darksider. And I think the game changer, the ace in the hole on this figure is look at that.
Look at that.
Look at even the flame effects for the hoofs, each one. Oh my god.
Dude, so wicked. This is brutal looking.
You want to talk about metal?
Right. So did you play the game? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
Steed and all that? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're invested. All right. So what's the articulation on this horse?
Looks good so far from what I've seen on the socials. I've been following on a couple different I mean, look at that.
It's gonna be a big boy, huh?
But I mean, look at the sculpting on that. Look at that neck work. And just the deco and how it just matches up so well. They killed it. The first Darksiders figure of the Abyss Knight was awesome, and I'm glad I bought it because it's a different version than this one. And then I think they went back and said, "Hey, we're gonna put these. Yeah, they are beautiful sculpts, Brick. I think this is going to be. one of those ones where I think a lot of people look at it and go, "Okay, that's cool," and they're gonna wait from a distance to kind of see what happens. And then when people start getting it in, it's gonna be one of those ones like, oh shit, how can I get one? Oh, now I got to go to online to get it, because it's probably, if we don't get the pre-orders in at a high number, or at least high enough, they're going to sell to the people who got the pre-orders, and then it's going to catch fire, and it's going to be one of those ones that's going to cost a lot of money later, and you're going to try to get on AliExpress or whatever. So
you're saying buy like 20 of them right now and just sit on them.
Okay, and
Telling me.
when I'm looking,
Look at
these
that.
are sold
Look at
separately?
that.
That looks so
Yeah,
sick.
no, I am a fan of great network. So
Look at that. Look,
Network.
articulated mouth, the translucent mane and tail with the energy coming off the hoofs in action. This thing is just, they showed this horse over a year ago, and I've been waiting. I was like, oh, I wonder if they scrapped the project, because I already got the Abyss Knight / Darksider, right? And then they re-released him in a different deco with his horse, and I'm like, okay, I'm in. Just take my money. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That is going to be a shelf piece.
Yeah, centerpiece. That's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I can see him sitting here hanging out with Scapular and Umbra. So
why not 5 horsemen? Add an extra horseman there. And I do like how they're both separate. Like, it's not just the deluxe pack that makes you have to buy another Abyss Knight. Like, I'm actually good because I missed out on the first Abyss Knight. I waited for people to get it. Once they got it, everybody was going gaga over it. But the price also went pretty nuts. So I'm like, okay, I guess. But now, updated, right? You said updated?
just a
Now
different deco. Yeah, it's a different. Yep.
Now is my chance to get to get it and to get a horse. Like,
Yeah. I think the Abyss Knight is awesome. I think it's an amazing figure. But I will tell you, with the horse, that horse is a standout piece.
Yeah, I mean, the horse alone. So the horse is 158 plus shipping. All right. I mean, that's doable for a horse like that.
or not just any horse, a flaming horse.
Right?
So basically,
See, and that's why you have to do it. You put in the deposit right now, and then that's quarter 2, quarter 3, 2027. Jesse's problem.
Damn. Right. So Diggs Figs ordered this. I don't know if you guys remember a while ago. It was like this black horse, and then it came like flaming horse, and it came with like a rider that kind of like a Ghost Rider. It was on 5K, and he got it. And this horse, it looked really cool, and it lights up. So that's what I was thinking. Is this thing have any lighting features? I think that would be really cool if it, like those flames would light up. But the horse that he got, the port for it was right in his boom hole on the horse. So you have to plug it in right underneath his tail right there, and that's how it turns on. There's no like battery on off switch or anything. So you have to plug it in right in his butt. And it's like Diggs is like, what the heck is this thing? This thing's so stupid.
They know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
But I just got to thinking about that stupid horse. But like I think it would be really cool is if they did some like LEDs like down its neck, and like in his hooves and like in his tail, and those like flame effects would light up. Oh my god, that'd be so sick on this horse, because you could tell they have some lighting tricks to make these flame effects look really nice to make it look popping, but just I think either way, lights or no lights, this is a no-brainer right here. I think this thing looks so wicked. I haven't played the game. I have no clue like who this is. I've seen it. Like I've seen the posters, Darksiders and stuff, but I've never played the game. But after seeing this figure, it makes me want to play the game. This looks sick. Ronald, have you played it?
I have not. I actually do have, honestly, 2 of them in my backlog. but it's so far down the backlog that I don't think I'm gonna get to it anytime soon. But once I get the figure in hand, I might jump into it.
I mean, yeah, they have a few games. It's not just Darksiders. There's
No, they have three.
a bunch. Yeah.
I think there's three of the main line, and then there's another offshoot, different style. I think it's a
And off.
like a what are the type games when you're looking down at the whole playing field,
RPG.
kind of kind of the RPG adventure kind of.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, it sounds like you want the horse. I mean, you have the figure. Are you just pre-ordering the horse, or
No, I'm getting the horse and the figure because this figure is a different figure than the one I already have. It's a different run.
What do you know what game this is from specifically?
This should be from the Darksiders, what's it called? I'm pulling it up right now. I think it is from number one is it's different.
Yeah, those ISWs.
Oh, isometric like Diablo. Yeah.
Hustles jumped in the chat. What's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Happy Monday. Look at this horse figure, man. What do
I
you
believe
think,
it's out of Darksiders 2. That's from Darksiders 2.
2? This is where you get to ride the horse and stuff.
Yeah. His name is Death. And so yeah. Yeah, there he is. And if you look right here, you can see there he is right there with on his horse.
There he is. Yeah. Brick confirmed. It's the second one.
Yeah, you want to talk about nailing it, man. They nailed this across the board. That's why I'm super impressed.
Yeah, super cool. Brick, I'm wondering, are you going to pick this thing up? I'm curious. Yeah, I mean, you got my stamp of approval. This thing is too metal, too wicked, too cool. Look at the sculpt, paint. I mean, flame effects, a big old scythe. I mean, say no more. It looks just freaking awesome. Ronald, you going to pick it up or what?
I'm picking both of them up. They're already in my cart.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
buddy.
It's a horse.
Like you didn't get me with the Warhammers, but this one, you got the points for this one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's Blake gets the enabler points for this one. We got 78 points of articulation jumping in. He says, "Konnichiwa, nerds. What's up, dude? How you doing?" We're just checking out this Darksiders horse named Death. Yeah, dude. Klanibal says horse looks really nice articulation. Yeah, looks like about on par with Four Horsemen. I don't own a Fish Toys horse, so I can't tell.
Those are good. I have a few of those. I actually bought the black fish horse because they have the actual hair manes, the actual manes, and I use that with my barbarian, my Mythic Legion's legendary barbarian figures. So it's basically the Conan in his horse, and I love it.
Nice. Yeah, my first Fish Toys horse is going to be the Death Dealer when that one comes in.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I can't wait. Yeah, I pre-ordered a couple because I wanted to have the two main versions of Death Dealer because there's two drastic differences. And then I got the horse later on, which is done by Fish Toys. That one looks super cool. I'm super pumped about that Savage Crucible and that horse.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited for that to come out.
And the rumor is that Savage Crucible figure is shipping here very soon, like really soon.
Ooh, but later on the horse, huh?
Yeah, the horse. Well, I think the horse is scheduled for late third quarter, fourth quarter, because they already had the horse. I mean, it's just a different deco with a different head sculpt.
Yeah, man, they take up a lot of real estate like dinosaurs. Yeah. 78 says Fish Toys horses are most sexy.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Well, there it is. I think Blake officially won tonight for all of his picks and show offs and everything. Like, well done. It's super cool. Awesome guest. Thank you so much, Blake, for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. Checking out your toy room was really cool. All those Warhammers, dude, that is very impressive. Yeah, we'll just leave this horse up here on the page, huh, Ronald? Like, it's just too bad. Badass.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna print that out, put it on the roof, and just stare at it.
It's a poster right there. I know. But yeah, no, it was a fun night. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come hang out and talk toys and hang out with the chat and show us all the toys and everything that you're interested in. I want to congratulate you on your success with the Pacific Northwest Mythic Meetup. Hopefully, I can make it up there one of these times. It sounds like a lot of fun.
It'd be great to have you. I hope we see you in 2023.
Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna be hitting you up for the Mythic Muscle. I want to get some gains. Yeah, man. Ooh, Jesus. I'm gonna break the
Bring it.
camera. Holy cow.
It's
But
impressive
yeah,
for an old man.
you're doing good, man. Yeah, that's about it with me, I guess. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that stopped by in the chat tonight. It was a lot of fun hanging out. And Curtis, Brick, Clanibal, all you guys, Amateur Hour, Stormfire. I see you guys. All you replay crew, thanks for stopping by and checking out the show. Ronald, what's going on in your neck of the woods? Yeah, you.
Me, nothing much. Just here, waiting for next Monday to talk with you guys.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
more awesome guests that you're bringing out. More, Also, if
More
you're still
toys.
here and you haven't done so already, do the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Oh yeah.
Smash,
Thanks, Blake.
gently tap. Either or. We don't kink shame here, but just we want those numbers up. We're still providing rookie numbers, and
Yeah.
we gotta pump them up.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
But yeah, no, I just Berserk_69. I weasel myself into anywhere they're talking action figures.
Nice.
Right on. And we'll see you in a week, in Monday, talking to another cool guest like Blake right here. Blake, you want to say goodnight to the peeps?
Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
I really enjoyed being on the show. It was a fun time. Thanks for letting me show off some stuff. And yeah, thanks to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. It's always fun. The shows are only as good as the people in the chat, as far as I'm concerned. So
Got that right, man. Oh yeah. Well said. Well, I am Jurassic_Jesse is where you can find me on Instagram. You can come back in a week from now. We'll have another awesome guest to talk to and talk toys and make your Monday just that much better. That's it, you guys. We'll see you in a week.
The Collection Nexus. Yeah! The Collection Nexus.